Hey everyone, welcome to another video about portrait lighting. In this video, we're going to talk about using off-camera flash with low ambient. Many photographers choose to do a photo shoot either during daytime or golden hour. They usually will finish when it's dark. Actually, if they do this, they miss a lot of good opportunities. Many of my most favorite portrait photos are shot with low ambient. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about using off-camera flash with low ambient light. I'm going to show you how to take advantage of all the benefits that low ambient can offer you. We're also going to go through all the challenges when you're shooting with low ambient. I believe with some knowledge and some practice, everyone can be the master of a low light photography. Sounds exciting? Let's get started. First, let's talk about the benefits of shooting with low light. So low light, even though we don't have a lot of ambient, but actually they're good ambient. So not so much in terms of quantity, but they're good quality. Well, you still need to do something about it with your flash, but they give you a good start point. The second benefit about shooting with low light is, even though we don't have the sun anymore, if you shoot in the city, there are many other lights you can play with, like the lights from the cars, the street lights, or the lights from the building. So you can incorporate these lights as your ambient light into your photo and get very creative with them. There's another benefit about shooting low light, which I think is very, very important. When shooting during the day, we have to be very careful with the precision of our lighting. We have to make sure our lights look like a part of the ambient, which is either part of the sunlight or part of the reflected light from the sun. Otherwise, your photo is not going to look natural. This changes when you're shooting low light because the sun is gone and your ambient could be like what I said, the car light, the light from the building, the street light. So that means you can place your light at many different positions and still get a natural look. So your choice of a lighting position is a lot more. That doesn't mean you can place them anywhere, just a lot more choices. Okay, now let's talk about what's the challenge with shooting low light. The first one will be there's just simply not enough quantity of light. So you usually have to shoot with a very slow shutter speed. It could get very, very slow in order to get to the exposure that you want. Let's say 1/40th of a second or 1/20th of a second, quite low. Somebody gonna ask, okay, so if your shutter speed is too slow, why can't you just raise the ISO? That brings us to the second problem that I'm gonna talk to you. You might find out even though you already bring your strobe light to the lowest level, the light still appears too strong. This is why the ISO is not gonna fix the problem, because ISO gonna have an effect on both your ambient light and your strobe light. If you raise the ISO to fix your ambient light, your strobes just end up gonna be even stronger. So how are we gonna fix this? The real solution is really we need to lower our strobe light even more. I have 3 solutions for you. The first, add a grid. A grid can easily cut off another stop of light. The second, add actual layer of diffusion. They can cut your lights even more. The third one, if your strobe light comes with a modeling light, use a modeling light. Modeling light uses a lot less power compared with a strobe light. And of course, you can combine all of them together. You can add grid, and then add actual layer of a diffuser, and then turn off your strobe and only use the modeling light. With all this, I'm pretty sure you can balance your strobe light with the ambient. And then you can raise or lower your ISO, depends on the effect you want to achieve. Okay, so that's enough for lighting series. Let's take a look at real world scenario. I'm gonna show you a behind scene video of a recent photo shoot that I did with low light ambient. So we basically start around 45 minutes to 1 hour after sunset, and we finish when the sky is completely dark. Hopefully, after you understand the theory, the behind scene video will make a lot more sense to you. By the way, if you want to learn more about portrait lighting on location, I have an online course. I'll put a link on the description. Check it out. change my light to this way. One more shot. Perfect. 2 hands up. See like this close up one. Hang up. Right there. Very nice. Hang on, this look very nice. Okay, not too cold. Good. All right, I feel it. Alright, so 200. Turn a little bit that way this time, right there, good. Hang on. Perfect, good, okay. Even better. Let me try it one more time. Up that way. Better if I put my light there, but I'm gonna be on the bike lane. I think I'll do it real quick. Okay. Turn more that way. I'll let you know when I'm ready, okay? Faster, like do a little bit more, like a more exaggerated pose, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. One more time, okay? Okay, go.